Looking for Alaska by John Green is not your average book. Life is not perfect. People aren't perfect. Miles Halter, the main character, hasn't found himself yet. He knows only two things about himself. He has an interest in last words, probably because he wants to make a statement in his own life, and that he wants to find his own great perhaps. Most of the book revolves around and comes back to this thought of great perhaps. Francois Rabelais, he was a poet, and his last words were, "I go to seek a great perhaps." That's why I'm going, so I don't have to wait until I die to start searching for my great perhaps. Green, page 5. That's the message. Miles will make his own changes. It was his choice to change his life and switch to a boarding school, where he discovered himself and his confidence. The theme of this story is, if you want to change something in your life, go for it, because life doesn't last forever. Even with a theme this deep and such mature material, this amazing story was directed towards young adult readers. I am a young adult. I understood everything that was going on. I can handle this heart-ripping story as I followed a boy as he followed others until he led himself. There are always mistakes on the way. Life isn't perfect. Some choices weren't the best, so I suppose I can see how his journey could be banned from shelves. Don't do anything stupid, my dad said. How will you ever get out of this labyrinth of suffering? This book has been banned. Inappropriate language was said by Knox County high schools. Graphic language, sexual content, was said in Dubuque, New York. They're all right. Like I said before, life's not perfect. Why should his language be? We like when we can relate to characters, right? And so, if you were attacked by a swan or rejected by the girl that stole your heart, would your choice of words be particularly eloquent? I doubt it. It's reality. As far as the sexual content goes, well, the book could go without it. However, it is also a part of life. Face it, that's what goes on in some people's heads. People aren't perfect. Green gets that across nicely as the characters make the mistakes of smoking, drinking, and other things as they search for themselves. I made it through 3 entire drags before I felt nauseous and dizzy and only semi-pleasantly buzzed. This book should be on the banned list just because kids should be warned that the book contains some heavy materials. But I still think teens should proceed to read it anyway. That way, only people that know they are up for the challenge will pick up this challenged book. If they aren't up for it, it's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini might fit because it also covers the life story of a boy that finds himself after having to face his own troubles. Sometimes you lose a battle, but mischief always wins the war. Looking for Alaska by John Green is not your average book. Everyone won't get what they want. Know now, life is not perfect. People aren't perfect. And Miles will learn this and who he is while chasing his own great perhaps.